Reese Metler, SalesForce Search, and I'm here to talk about our 5-point service promise. I have been in sales and sales recruitment for 15 years. I've interviewed over 12,000 sales candidates, and what I've learned is sales people are very good at presenting themselves in an interview, but they're not always as advertised. So here's our 5-point service promise that many of our clients use to hire high-quality salespeople. Promise number 1, professional market representation. We work with you to beef up your job description so it stands out from everything else out there in the marketplace. What's exciting about your company, what's exciting about the role, not just the duties of the job. Promise number 2, outbound direct headhunting. We do not post jobs. You can do that on your own. You don't need us for that. We headhunt and target gainfully employed people that have their heads down, they're hitting their numbers, but they might have a reason to listen to a new opportunity. Maybe they got a new boss they're not clicking with. Maybe there's a merger acquisition going on. Maybe their commission structure just changed. That's the type of candidate we'll find for you. Promise number 3, weekly updates and metrics. We'd like to have a weekly call or at least an email exchange for 2 reasons. Number 1, it shows you how much ground we've covered in the marketplace. We can give you compensation data or any intel that's important to the search. Number 2, we can share profiles of candidates that are engaged in the search, and that helps us fine-tune the bullseye week by week as we get closer to the hire. Promise number 4, our interview methodology. We use an acronym called ARC. It stands for Anticipated Reference Check. And for each candidate that we meet, we will ask for each of their former sales managers, if we reach out to that sales manager for a reference, what would they say? What was the candidate very good at, and what did they need to improve on? The reason this is so effective is that we get a much more truthful answer from the candidate when we ask about their former managers versus asking the candidate, what are your strengths and weaknesses? Candidates can prepare for that question. They don't prepare for ARC. Promise number 5, speed and accuracy. We promise to have resumes to your inbox within 5 days of starting the search. This doesn't mean the search will be complete within 5 days, but we will have a pipeline of candidates for you to start reviewing and giving us feedback so we can fine-tune the bullseye. Sales recruiting. This is what we do all day, every day. We work with startups to Fortune 500 companies right across North America. How can we help you find great salespeople?